Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Retail Rewind. I'm your podcast host, Audrey Moore. If you're new here, hello, welcome to the podcast. In today's episode, I'll be discussing online shopping versus in-store shopping and the pros and cons of both forms of shopping. And I'll be adding in my experience as a shopper and as a retail employee within both forms of shopping. So before I get started in today's episode, I want to preface that I took a poll about online shopping versus in-store shopping. And when I looked at the results, I was pretty astonished with the results. So based on the survey I conducted, it seems that people generally prefer online shopping over in-store shopping. So the thing is that most people said that they prefer the convenience and wider selection of products online shopping offers. However, other people still prefer in-store shopping for the ability to see and feel the products before purchasing and the social aspects of shopping with friends or family. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preferences and what works best for each individual and their situation. Also, if I tend to switch up from in-store shopping to in-person shopping, in-store shopping messes up my brain when trying to say it in a sentence. So in-person shopping sounds more natural to me, and it won't mess me up throughout the episode. Now, without further ado, let's get this episode started. So first off, online shopping, the pros and cons. The positive side of online shopping is this. Online shopping has been increasingly popular over the last few years ever since the COVID-19 pandemic. During the pandemic, we've all been encouraged to stay home and limit our social interactions. Online shopping has made things convenient, fast, and gives us access to a much wider selection of products than we could find in a physical store. So, and again, my opinion on the matter as a shopper, I can say that online shopping has the perks of more available options and the choice of comparing and contrasting products before making the final purchase. Plus, I even read the most recent reviews of products to get the idea of what to expect from either product. So the product example I have in mind is mattresses. The reason being is this. So I've been considering upgrading my mattress to a firm or medium firm type of mattress. So this means that I'm able to look up what mattress brand is within my budget, what reviews have to say, and how long they will last. Plus, I don't mind doing the perfect mattress quiz to narrow down my options even more for 99% more accuracy. All that work to get a new mattress is totally worth it in the end, as I'll be having the best sleep of my life. Yet, the downside is that I don't know how the mattress will feel when I'm laying down, because I can't feel a mattress through a computer. If only the future could have that option. A girl can wish. So this leads me to my next point, the downsides of shopping online. Online shopping has its drawbacks, including the inability to interact with products before purchasing it physically. This means that you can't touch or try the products out that you are interested in, which may lead to disappointment if the product doesn't meet our expectations. Plus, there will be times we'll experience the expectations versus reality moment. As in, the product won't look like as it did in the picture. Additionally, returning items can be a hassle, particularly if you're required to pay any shipping fees, which makes the process even more inconvenient itself. Now, I want to add in my 2 cents on the matter of the negative sides of online shopping. Remember when I said that the risk of the items you bought doesn't look like the picture when they arrive? Yeah, I have a story about that. I'll never forget when my mom bought us some shirts from Dress Lily, which is a Chinese-based online fast fashion retailer like Shein. And when the shirts had arrived in the mail, they were small, like junior size, extra small. And they felt super itchy when I touched them upon opening the package. Like, it felt like the most itchiest, cheaply made sweater you can imagine. Like, ugh, makes me feel itchy. Ugh. So, anywho, while my mom was wondering how to process the situation, and she thought there must have been a massive mix-up at the warehouse or at the mailing location area. So while she was processing that, I had to look up what Dress Lily was. When I had shown my mom the information upon my discovery, it then clicked in her mind that about the fashion retailer. So the thing is, though, I feel like that was the day we both realized that when shopping online, you always have to read the reviews and Google the company before making a purchase. Plus, clothing sizes are vastly different when an online retailer is outside of the US. Also, another thing too, from my point of view as a retail employee, is that my workplace has been doing happy returns since mid-2023. If you have no idea what a happy return is, I had to look it up while learning more about the topic of today's episode. So, the thing is with happy returns though is this. It's a software application owned by UPS. And generally they offer that at not only at my location, but a few other select retail locations and also the UPS store. So here's how the process of a happy return is at my store usually goes. Log into the company's MIDI computers /Zebras and open on the Happy Return app. Scan the QR code the customer has, grab a bag that has the Happy Return QR code on it, scan the items the customer is returning, return is complete, and give the customer their $10 off their $40 plus shopping total. On paper, it sounds easy and really simple, right? Wrong. When you factor in crappy Wi-Fi, high foot traffic, anxious growing line, and being understaffed or you're being the only person at the register, that is a recipe for disaster and high blood pressure. It's obvious that I am not a fan of happy returns at my workplace. Like, it's anxious inducing. How can you not hate it? It's easy to hate. So besides my little tangent about my beef with happy returns, online shopping has its ups and downs. It's quite like another form of shopping, in-person shopping. So with in-person shopping, we have that it's unique advantages of being able to physically touch and examine products before making a purchase. And additionally, the sales staff can provide expert advice and recommendations to help us make an informed decision on what to purchase. Apart from being a practical experience, shopping with friends and family can also be a fun social activity adding an element of enjoyment and togetherness in the process as we humans are social animals, as we require like socialization. So, and plus, like meeting up at a shopping center or at the mall to hang out with friends is like a 2-for-1 kind of deal for me. I get to catch up with my friends while shopping or looking around what products there is available. Plus, as someone who is neurodivergent, it's a fun day, big if the weather is decent and tolerable, and if there isn't a large crowd of people. Which brings me to my next point too, as a coincidence, the negatives of in-store shopping. So with in-person shopping, it can be time-consuming and sometimes frustrating, especially when visiting multiple stores to find what you want. Depending on the store you go to, you may have to deal with busy crowds, long lines, and a limited selection of items that they carry. Plus, having to deal with the chaotic crowds during busy periods such as the holidays like back to school, Black Friday, Christmas, and New Year's, and even like busy like rush hour like hours of the day like on Fridays or Sundays. Stores can get crowded and chaotic, which is not always an enjoyable experience for anyone. Within the realm of working in retail, I am often asked if we carry a certain brand of pet food that we don't carry, but another store may carry that specific brand of pet food a customer is looking for. Most of the time, the items the store carries is 50-50 for what we have on hand or we get in truck deliveries. For example, my store carries a very select few prescribed pet foods. This often causes frustration and confusion to the customers who need to get the specific brand of prescription diet for their cat or dog, especially for people who have small breed dogs or puppies that need to have small, reasonably sized bits of kibble so that it's easy to eat. Also, we sadly can't do prescription orders on our computer systems for the customers. It's a sucky situation all around, but all that my coworkers and I can do is to tell the customer that we recommend buying their prescription diet online on their end and do what's that thing called, kind of like monthly deliveries, it's kind of like a subscription but with dog food or cat food. So besides in the realm of working in retail, let's go with my experience as someone who would shop in person. So besides trying to avoid crowds, to avoid overstimulation by the noise and lack of space, I have a 50-50 luck when shopping for clothes in my size. Whenever it comes to new clothes at a different store, I have to try it on to see if it fits me or if it'll look weird. Now, this may sound off topic to some, but I figure what I'm about to say is relevant to the downside of in-person shopping. To preface, I'm on the plus size spectrum of women's fashion, and as a child, I was a junior size plus. Now, back in the 2000s of fashion retail, the term plus size was never a thing, and shopping for age-appropriate clothes was tough. During that time, as a preteen and a teenager, my luck was usually at Walmart for clothes that carry age-appropriate attire. And if I wanted to dress up to feel good about myself, my luck of appropriate clothes for school was casual secretary attire. Or I find clothes that are age appropriate for me, but I can't wear them to school because of very biased dress codes. However, as an adult now, I'm glad to see there are more options available for plus-size bodies at physical clothing department stores. To make a long story short, my luck of finding clothes in my size at any physical clothing department store is 50-50. Some days, I come out empty-handed, while other days, I have success in finding things that I need and possibly want for any future events, or just because I want to treat myself. Treat yourself. So now that we have talked about both forms of shopping and their pros and cons, let's get to the verdict of it all. Deciding on between online shopping and in-store shopping can be a bit of a dilemma. Both options have their set of advantages and disadvantages, and your personal preferences and needs will largely dictate which one is better suited for you. If you're looking for a shopping experience that is convenient and offers a wider selection of products, then online shopping may be the way to go. With online shopping, you can browse through multiple stores and products from the comfort of your own home and have your items delivered right to your doorstep. Additionally, online shopping often offers competitive pricing, discounts, and deals that you may not have in physical stores. However, if you're someone who values tactile experience and the social aspect of shopping, going to a physical store may be a better fit for you. In-store shopping allows you to see and touch the products and try them on, which can be especially important for things like clothing, shoes, and accessories. Furthermore, in-store shopping offers the opportunity to interact with the sales associates and get personalized recommendations, which can be very helpful in making informed purchasing decisions. Ultimately, the decision of whether to shop online or in-store depends on your individual needs and preferences. So, take the time to consider what you value the most in the shopping experience, and then choose the option that works best for you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Retail Rewind. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to get notified for more episodes on Retail Rewind. For the next upcoming episode of Retail Rewind, I want to delve into some of the most pressing issues affecting the retail industry today. We'll be covering a wide range of hot-button topic issues that should be discussed more often rather than be swept under the rug. Plus, there's also a few controversial issues that I believe are important to address, such as the need for a livable wage and labor practices and policies of retailers such as unionization. So stay tuned for an insightful and thought-provoking episode of Retail Rewind. Until next time, y'all, thanks for listening and shopping with us at Retail Rewind.